Welcome back for another deep dive. This time, we're going to be taking a look at this fascinating woman, Julia Kaukinen.
Oh, yeah.
She is like a top career consultant in Finland.
Yeah, she's really made a name for herself.
Yeah, and we're kind of curious, like, how did she get there?
Yeah.
What makes her different? What's special about her approach?
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, what can we learn from her?
Right. And from what I've seen, it's not like a straight line.
Okay.
You know, she's taken risks and embraced unexpected turns and just carved her own path.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we can all learn from, no matter where we are in our careers.
Exactly. Okay. So let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
She moved from Russia to Finland back in 2002.
Wow.
Can you imagine navigating a new job market in a whole new country?
Oh, that's tough.
Talk about a challenge, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And her LinkedIn even mentioned that she used her maiden name, Potapova,
Oh, interesting.
to secure some of those early roles.
Wow. So she was like really starting from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's impressive to me.
Yeah.
That just shows her adaptability and her resilience.
Right.
I mean, not only did she have to learn like the ins and outs of this new job market, but she also had to overcome, potential biases and starting in logistics at Kempioi and then quickly moving to B2B sales shows that she wasn't afraid to just kind of like step outside of her comfort zone and try new things.
Yeah, and it seems like that sales experience is like a cornerstone of her whole career trajectory.
It does, yeah.
She moved from like paper and pulp to online marketing and eventually landed in sauce sales with companies like Finecta and Meltwater.
Oh, wow. So she's like been in the trenches.
Yeah, it's like she was building this toolkit,
Yeah.
right? Absorbing everything she could about sales, about marketing,
Yeah.
about understanding customer needs.
Yeah, and you can see how those skills that she picked up along the way
Right.
are the same ones that she uses now in her career consulting.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about selling a product. It
Oh.
was about understanding the client's pain points, crafting a solution, and closing the deal.
Yeah,
That's a really powerful framework
it is.
that she applies to helping people navigate the job market.
Okay.
Get this. Her family laughed at the idea of her being a professional CV writer in Finland.
Really?
They thought no one would pay for that.
Oh my gosh.
They're probably eating their words now.
I was just going to say, they're probably like, oh, we were wrong.
Yeah.
It's amazing how she turned that skepticism into fuel for success.
It is.
It's like she had this vision, this unwavering belief
Yeah.
in her idea.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't let the doubts of others deter her at all.
Yeah. And now look at her.
I know.
Kaukinen Consulting, this thriving business with a team of consultants, a reported turnover of like 250,000 euro in 2023.
It's an incredible story.
It is.
And what a powerful lesson, right?
Yeah.
For anyone who's doubting their own entrepreneurial dreams.
Absolutely. It shows that identifying a real need and having the courage to pursue your vision, even when others don't see it,
Yeah.
can lead to incredible results.
And she didn't stop at just CVs either, right? Like Kaukinen Consulting has really evolved
Oh, yeah.
to offer a whole range of services.
Yeah, they've gone way beyond just like polishing resumes.
Right. Yeah.
Her approach seems like really deeply rooted in her sales background.
Yeah, and in her newsletter, she talks a lot about job hunting as solution selling.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, emphasizing understanding the company's needs and tailoring your presentation accordingly.
So it's not just about, what you want. It's
Right.
about understanding what they need.
Exactly.
That's clever.
Yeah, it's like she's reframing the job hunt as this strategic sales pitch where you are the product.
I love that analogy.
It is a good one.
That aligns perfectly with her focus on personal branding too,
Yeah.
which we see a lot of in the materials.
Right?
She helps people like define their unique value proposition,
Yeah.
craft a compelling narrative, and showcase their expertise in a way that resonates with potential employers.
So she's kind of like teaching people how to market themselves effectively,
Yeah.
just like a company would market a product.
Exactly. It's not just about listing your skills and accomplishments, on a resume.
Right.
It's about understanding what makes you stand out, what problems you can solve for a company, and how to communicate that value clearly and persuasively.
So that brings up a question I've had about her philosophy.
Okay.
How do you balance this selling yourself approach
Right.
with authenticity?
That's a good question.
Right. Because some people might be a little bit wary
Yeah.
of coming across as inauthentic or boastful.
Yeah, I get that. But from what I've gathered,
Like-
she's not advocating for like creating this fake persona or exaggerating your accomplishment.
All right.
It's more about uncovering your genuine strength
Uh-huh.
and understanding what makes you valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And then articulating that in a way that resonates with the right audience.
Okay.
It's about confidence, not arrogance.
So it's about owning your accomplishments and presenting yourself in the best possible light,
Yes.
but while staying true to who you are.
Exactly. It's about finding that sweet spot between confidence and humility,
Right.
which I think is especially important in the Finnish context,
Okay.
where modesty is often really valued.
Yeah.
But as she says in one of her newsletters, forget the typical Finnish modesty and shame when promoting yourself.
I love that.
Right.
It's so direct, it's no nonsense.
Yeah,
But it's also really empowering.
it is.
It's like she's giving people permission to break free from those cultural norms
Yeah,
and embrace their own awesomeness.
totally. And it's clearly working.
Yeah. How do we know it's working?
She boasts an 80% success rate
Wow.
for her clients finding new positions within 6 months.
That's incredible.
And get this, some even land new roles before their previous employment officially ends.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're like,
Rock stars.
I know, right? It really speaks to the effectiveness of her approach.
Yeah.
It's not just about finding any job, it's about finding the right fit.
Exactly. And it seems like she really goes above and beyond to celebrate those wins with her clients, too.
Yeah. What was that detail about sending champagne?
Oh, yeah.
To celebrate.
Yeah.
She sends them champagne.
I love that.
To celebrate the job offers. Yeah, it's those little touches that
Mhm.
show that she really genuinely cares
Yeah.
about her client's success.
It's not just a business transaction, you know, it's a personal journey that she's sharing with them.
I like that a lot.
And speaking of personal touches, have you seen those inspirational audio messages
Yes.
she shares from her successful clients on YouTube?
They're so good.
They're fantastic.
They're really good.
It's like you get a glimpse into the real impact she's having on people's lives.
Yeah. I agree. They're definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, they add this layer of authenticity and human connection that
Mhm.
you don't often see in the career consulting world.
No, you don't.
It was really refreshing.
All right, so we've talked about her background, the evolution of her business,
Yeah.
her philosophy.
Mhm.
But one thing that really strikes me is her willingness to address, like, the elephant in the room.
Okay.
The fact that the job market can be incredibly challenging,
Oh, yeah.
especially for executives.
Especially these days.
Yeah.
It's tough out there.
And she doesn't sugarcoat it at all.
No, she doesn't.
She points out that a whopping 80% of executive positions are never even publicly advertised.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like there's this whole hidden job market
Mm-hmm.
that most people don't even know how to access.
Sounds like a secret society.
I know, right?
Of jobs.
And that's where her expertise comes in.
Okay.
She provides this guidance on how to tap into those hidden networks,
Yeah.
how to leverage LinkedIn effectively,
Mhm.
how to approach headhunters strategically.
Right. And it goes back to her emphasis on being proactive
Right.
and taking ownership of your career narrative.
Totally.
You can't just sit back and wait for opportunities to come to you.
Yeah.
You have to go out there and create them.
One thing I really appreciate about Julia is her transparency.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Her website lists all the services and pricing clearly.
Okay.
So there's no mystery, no hidden fees.
Yeah, that transparency builds trust,
It does.
which is so essential in this type of relationship.
Yeah, you know exactly what you're getting, and you can choose the package that aligns with your needs and your budget.
Exactly. And she even offers a free initial consultation
Yeah.
to help you figure out which path is right for you.
So she genuinely wants to help people find the best solution
Yeah.
for their situation.
Well, in 2024, she had 91 new client projects.
Wow.
And we know that 67 champagne bottles were popped to celebrate successful transitions.
That's a pretty good success rate.
It is.
And it's more than just a gimmick, right?
Oh, yeah.
Those champagne bottles represent a shared journey,
Mm-hmm.
a celebration of those hard-won victories.
Yeah, and they reinforce that personal touch
Exactly.
that really sets her apart.
And of course, we can't forget those heartwarming audio messages from satisfied clients on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
They add such a layer of authenticity.
They do.
Yeah.
You can just hear the excitement in their voices.
It shows it's not just about getting a job.
Right.
It's about finding fulfillment and
Yeah.
purpose in your career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Julia also acknowledges that the job market can be tough.
Right.
Even with best support.
Yeah.
Not everyone finds their dream role overnight.
And she really emphasizes resilience, right?
Okay. Yes.
Perseverance and this ability to embrace uncertainty.
And she's faced those headwinds and setbacks herself. But she always stresses the importance of staying focused on your goals and believing in yourself.
It's like her lived experience makes her guidance so valuable.
It does.
She's not just talking the talk.
Right.
There's this anecdote I read that really struck me.
Oh, what's that?
Even in 2021, she was still getting these strange looks when she told people she was a professional CV writer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It shows how innovative her approach was.
Yeah.
And how she was challenging those preconceived notions of what career consulting should be.
Like people couldn't even wrap their heads around it.
I know.
That's so funny.
Even her own family laughed at the idea,
Right.
thinking it was just a passing phase.
And now look at her.
It's amazing how she turned that initial skepticism into a thriving business.
But Julia's approach is about like taking charge, being strategic, and understanding that you are essentially marketing yourself.
So how does that translate into like actionable steps?
Okay.
If we're thinking of ourselves as the product,
Yeah.
what's the first step in this solution selling process?
Well, just like in traditional sales, the first step is understanding your target market.
Okay.
So in this case, it's about identifying those ideal companies that you'd love to work for.
Okay.
And it goes beyond just looking at job openings.
So you're saying it's more about finding companies that align with your values,
Yeah.
your work style, your long-term goal.
Exactly. It's about finding that right fit, not just any job.
Okay.
And Julia really emphasizes the importance of research,
Okay.
like really digging deep to understand a company's culture, values, and work environment.
This reminds me of her employment as a service offering.
Yeah.
It's about helping people find that ideal match,
Yeah.
not just applying to every open position they come across.
Right. It's a much more targeted approach.
Okay.
And it requires you to really understand yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, what you're passionate about, and what kind of environment you thrive in.
All right, so we've identified our target market.
Okay.
What's next? How do we craft that compelling sales pitch?
This is where personal branding comes in.
Okay.
It's about defining your unique value proposition. What sets you apart from other candidates? What problems can you solve for potential employers?
Okay.
It's about crafting a narrative that showcases your skills and experience in a way that resonates with your target companies.
So it's not just listing your accomplishments on a resume.
Right.
It's about weaving them into a story
Yeah.
that highlights your value and demonstrates how you can contribute to their specific needs.
Exactly. Think of it as answering the question, why should we hire you?
Okay.
And Julia provides a lot of guidance on how to do this effectively.
Like what?
Using data and metrics to quantify your achievements.
Okay.
Using powerful language and action verbs. And bringing your story to life with vivid examples.
So it's about showcasing your accomplishments in a way that's both impressive and relevant to the specific companies you're targeting.
Exactly. It's about making your resume and your LinkedIn profile more than just a list of facts.
Okay.
It's about turning them into a persuasive marketing document
Yeah.
that grabs attention and makes a lasting impression.
All right, so we've defined our target market.
Away.
We've crafted our sales pitch. What about the closing the deal part of this analogy?
Yes.
How does Julia help people prepare for interviews?
Well, she offers a lot of practical tips on how to approach those high-stakes encounters.
Like what?
Researching the interviewers,
Okay.
anticipating their questions, and practicing your answers until they feel natural and confident.
And remember, she even provides mock interviews with actual headhunters.
It's like taking interview preparation to a whole new level.
It is. It's like simulating that real-world pressure.
Yeah.
Getting comfortable with those tough questions and projecting that aura of competence and professionalism.
Right. You want to go in there feeling prepared and confident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She also emphasizes the importance of building rapport during the interview,
Yeah.
asking thoughtful questions, and demonstrating genuine enthusiasm for the role and the company.
It's not just about answering questions, you know? It's about having a conversation and making a connection.
So this solution selling approach
Yeah.
is about being proactive, strategic, and showcasing your value in a way that resonates with potential employers.
Exactly.
Why do you think this approach works so well?
I think it shifts the power dynamic.
Okay.
Instead of feeling like you're at the mercy of the job market,
Yeah.
you're taking control and driving the process.
Okay.
And it forces you to think deeply about your own value proposition and how you can contribute to a company's success.
And it helps you stand out in a crowded job market.
Absolutely.
It's about being confident, not arrogant.
Right.
And presenting yourself in a way that highlights your strengths and your potential.
Exactly. It's about showcasing your authentic self, but in a strategic and compelling way.
I like that.
No.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Julia Kaukinen,
Yeah.
what are the key takeaways for our listeners?
What can they learn from her journey and her approach?
Even if they're not in her exact field.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway is this. Your career is not something that just happens to you.
Okay.
It's something you create.
Yeah.
Something you shape, something you own.
And by adopting this solution-selling mindset,
Yeah.
you can take charge of your career journey and achieve remarkable things.
Exactly.
It's about understanding your value, crafting your narrative, and approaching the job hunt with confidence and a strategic mindset.
And it's about embracing the journey with all its challenges and uncertainties as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery.
Julia Kaukinen's story is a testament to the power of resilience, innovation, and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom.
It really is.
And her approach offers valuable insights for anyone at any stage of their career who wants to take control of their professional destiny.
Absolutely.
So to our listeners, I say this: be bold, be authentic, and go make your career dreams a reality.
Yes. Go get them.
And remember, if you're looking for some expert guidance along the way,
Yeah.
you know where to find Julia Kaukinen.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing those boundaries.